We're live.
And we are live.
So, hey, everybody. It is Karen Russo, along with my beloved friend.
I'm Aliza Bloom Robinson, here with my beloved friend, Karen.
And this is an opportunity for us to talk about the power of getting clear spiritually and your wonderful upcoming retreat. So, why would anyone want to go to Sedona in April for 3 days? So I think that there's like so many obvious answers to that. Who wouldn't love an all-inclusive, yummy, healthy food, gorgeous retreat center, everything done for you, April 12th to 15, Sedona, Arizona. It's so beautiful then. It's a place to be where everything's handled so you can get clear and deep. It just sounds delicious, but why would people? But it's also an investment of time and energy. So why are people signing up? What's the call? What's the ROI?
The ROI, return on investment, right? Well, this retreat is really designed for us, for you to go really deep, to get really connected into your own heart, your own soul, to connect from your soul to spirit. So the connection is self-spirit and then with your soul family. And one of the primary reasons people are coming is, or let me rephrase that, one of the primary people who are coming, and it's not exclusive to this, absolutely, but it's people who know that they have a divine purpose, and if they do not get off their hiney and get into action about this divine purpose, it's going to either die in them or kill them. And so it's really about a lot of the people who are light workers getting off that still point and into action. It's all completely spirit-based.
You know what I love is that in some ways spirituality can be like, well, it's comforting, and going to Sedona in April with all your fantastic, like I'm such a busy and intense person that to me that call of like spirituality as comfort, as retreat, that's a big piece. But what I'm hearing from you is, if you are a healer, a coach, a light worker, an expert, an author, a speaker, and you've got something you know wants to rise up, but you feel like you're either stuck or procrastinating, the way that you're talking about deep spiritual connection is to access the energy that would have you break through that block.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The place where we're going to be is called Angel Valley, and it is actually governed by Archangel Michael. And Archangel Michael is, in my experience, there's a movement around Archangel Michael that is moving us from that sweet, deep, precious spirituality that you talk about, that will certainly get that. You know, our bodies and minds and souls will be refreshed and filled and revitalized. But there's also this very activational.
Yeah.
And for many of us, there's that one thing, you know, that thing that you know you're here to do that you just haven't quite ever got done. So we're going to be releasing around that, the obstacles and the barriers, and activating so that you leave there with absolute clarity. You know that you know that you know.
Yeah. You know, I love it when you're saying activation. It makes me think about, because I know you're going to have like processes, everything from labyrinth to sacred ceremony and all of that, is that it's almost like give the ego and the energy and the emotion places to go, things to do, strip away, and then that the power and the potency of the spiritual connection. And I love that it's Archangel Michael surrounding you to have people get into action. Yeah. All right. So what else do people need to know? Like if they need to talk with you about, you know, food, travel, can I bring a friend, all that kind of stuff, they should just either DM you or
message me, and I'll shoot you a link to the calendar. We'll hop on the phone right now if it works, because it really is. I want to talk to you. You know, at one point we said invitation only, and the coaching around that was because we're gathering a very specific tribe, and it's not that you're not invited, it's that I want to invite you. I want to invite you. So I want to hop on the phone with you and talk about all the logistics. And we'll just say that the food is vegan and vegetarian and raw and organic and healthy, and it's all included. All of the lodging. The lodging is very, very simple. It's close to the earth. We're in little cabins, and it's exquisite in its simplicity.
That sounds beautiful.
Yeah, there's a creek that's running right through the area, and it's just...
Well, and it sounds like you're setting up... So one of the things that when people go on retreat, or if you're traveling to come in, or if you're in the Phoenix Valley or any parts of Arizona, traveling to Sedona, there's something kind of beautiful about being with Reverend Aliza, and then it's all handled. So I'm picturing... I've got another commitment, or I would so want to be there, because what I'm picturing is like turning off my phone,
right,
leaving it parked,
leaving
the truck
in
in
the car, yes,
and then being able to come in and like you're going to tell me like when the meals are, and you're going to have me sit with myself and the call that I have, and not ignore it and not be distracted.
Right,
Love it.
Oh, right.
Okay,
right.
So it's really for the authors, healers, light workers. Folks who are ministers or practitioners who have a calling, who feel they want that activation, who are responding to the idea of a spiritual immersion and a beautiful environment at the end.
It is that, and it's also the people who are on the verge of becoming that. Like maybe you're in corporate and you know that it's time, you're leaning into, right? Being the author, the speaker, the healer, you're leaning into. And so the group that is gathering is pretty diverse, and yes, men are included at this point. And if we end up, with a full slate and no guys, we might close it to, but we'll see. But right now it's open, and it is will be quite intimate, and it's just going to be. I'm just so over the moon about the downloads that are coming, about the things that we're going to be doing and discovering together,
so
and the support that will be there.
Well, my final question for you is, you said earlier that you just love doing retreats like this. So what is it about that you love so much?
I do. I love it so much because in that sacred container of the retreat, and we're actually going from Thursday evening to Sunday noon, we see such transformation. Lives can be completely turned around. The openings, the healings that happened. We did the retreat last year was in Arkansas, and the retreat before that was in at Unity Village, actually, in Kansas City area. And people are changed at depth.
That's beautiful.
By giving themselves the gift of this time, of this space, of this experience.
Sacred Spiritual Sedona. So I highly recommend, if you're part of my community and you feel any rising energy or interest in this, is give Reverend Aliza a call or a message and spend some time talking with her about whether it's a fit for you.
Please, and thank you. And I would love for you to be there, and I would love for you to be there.
All right, my dear ones. Blessings, everybody.
Blessings, everyone. Bye.
Yay!